So the point of this exercise is actually not to do any makeup. Actually, just catch my thoughts, because some of my best thoughts and conversations and revelations come when I'm doing my makeup or walking dogs. And since I've not figured out a way to harness video capturing, yeah, I'm autistic. Okay, because I don't know how to slap a video recorder onto my body yet. I'm not GoPro rich, so anyway, I decided just to do the makeup part and talk as if I were talking to everybody I would talk to. You know, like my husband while I'm doing makeup. Sometimes he goes on my walks with me. On the phone, I rarely talk on the phone actually. So anyway, I figured I would do this. Oh, conversations in my head. Yes, that's a big one. It's a big, big one. Conversations in my head. I have a lot of them. I have many conversations no one knows they've had with me. So yeah. Anyway, I thought it would be interesting to see what would come out if I record over a period of time with me doing my makeup. I'm thinking about hitting the recorder. I'm talking to my husband during my next dog walk, so I'm able to capture my thoughts, because a lot of them are actually quite good. They're where am I supposed to look? There. There. Okay, you're right there. Anyway, so anyway, a lot of them are quite actually profound, such as what I've noticed, that autism is not what we think it is, and everybody knows that. Autism is not an incomplete human. We don't need to be sutured together or placed together like a puzzle. We love Minecraft, we just aren't Minecraft. And so I've been thinking, like, what is autism? And oh my gosh, I look horrible in this lighting. Don't look at me. The chemo killed my skin, and I'm really self-conscious right now. I'm really trying not to let it get to me. Anyway, going on to the autism. Yeah, that was ADHD that popped in. Anyway, going on with the autism. I've noticed a lot of people that are autistic are, yes, we're bright. We have high IQs. We are very, we think outside the box, which is why Taco Bell said, think outside the box and not think inside the taco. It would have been a really big sexual harassment issue. Anyway, my point is that we think, we have thoughts, we put out actions from our brains, we experience anxiety. So going back a little ways in my life, I was diagnosed with PD after I was assaulted in 2012. It's actually not traditional PD, like idiosyncratic Parkinson's disease. It was more like a punch-drunk disease. Thankfully, a lot of it has healed. A lot of cannabis. You didn't hear that, but anyway. So I did my research, because I'm autistic. I research everything, anything that strikes my interest. I will be reading and I will be spouting to people. So I was researching my brain, which is how I got into really be into neurology. I love brains. I would love to get a doctorate in neurology just so I can go to the brain bank. Oh, that would be so awesome. Anyway, so I've noticed that there's a lot of similarities between Parkinson's patients and people that have autism. And one, I don't have references. I really am sorry. I will try to find them to post them later. But one of my something that popped in my head is that when somebody that is autistic sends out a message, it processes like somebody who has Parkinson's. Like, I'm so bad with communication. Oh, I should just freaking go nonverbal forever. Anyway, so like Parkinson's disease. It's a deficiency in dopamine in the brain. Usually in the substantia nigra. I think I pronounced that right. It's always been pronounced in my head. I've never heard it out loud. But this deficiency in dopamine does not stop the brain from actually sending the signal out. So somebody might come in the room, and of course you are going to say hi or wave, stand up, something, except for these people aren't doing these actions. They are experiencing extreme anxiety, and the extreme anxiety comes because our brains send out the action of PD to patients, and it doesn't reach all the way. It doesn't connect all the way to the outside. And that's why Parkinson's patients have flat effect. They have reduced facial expressions. They have monotone voices. They have a lot of similarities with autistic people. And so I started mulling it over in my brain, and this anxiety, this like horrible anxiety I have, it was just unbearable. I couldn't even get up and walk out a door. If I tried to function, if I tried to go outside, it was like a force field. It was literally like a force field there, and I wasn't able to pass the doorway. It was difficult. Anyway, so when autistic people are feeling all this anxiety in their body, and they're frozen, fight or flight, etc., the dopamine in our brain is most likely sending out the signals to tell our bodies to do what it's supposed to do, whether it's stimming or if it's drinking water, rocking, getting up to go to a doctor's appointment, anticipation. Anticipation is a big one. A lot of anxiety there. These signals go out so you can, act and be human. We are human. I'm sorry I said that, but we have the same processes going on in our brain, and I put two and two together, and so we have a lot of anxiety, not because of our what do you call it? Autism. It's not us. It's not a mental health condition. What it is that our brains aren't connecting to our bodies. Our brains, and not our bodies. They connect to our bodies. Our whole body is autistic. But no, let's see. What's a better way of saying it? Our inside thoughts do not connect to our outer bodies. Now, a lot of people that are older will understand this, and they'll understand. Way back when VCRs still existed. Actually saw it at the pawn shop recently. Anyway, there were these plugs in the back of the VCR. And it was relatively cruel because we have all these plugs, and we have like 2 or 3 plugs on the back of TV. And we are supposed to figure out what plugs on the back of the VCR go to the TV, so the picture and the movie and the sound all line up and go to the TV all at once. But if you plug them in wrong, you might get picture, you might get static, you might get picture with no sound, you might get static and you'll hear the movie. And I'm thinking that's kind of what's going on with autism, is that we have this disconnect. It's a connectivity issue between our brains and our outside. And you know what? I don't mind it at all. I love my autistic brain. However, I'm worried. I'm worried somebody is going to use information and try to cure us when we don't need to be cured, because there's a reason. There's a reason this is happening. I believe there's a reason. Whatever it is. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, which is really common for me. So, probably edit that out. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that when it comes to autism, it's not a mental health condition. It's not a disfiguring. Gosh, wow! I was ableist there. Oh fuck. Autism's. I have profound autism. Yeah, autism is just our brains not being fully connected to the outside of our bodies, and I believe that it's what makes sense. But you know, we have this why. Why is it happening? There's so many reasons. Environmental, genetics. Genetics is a big one. You're not going to be able to breed us out. Just don't try, because we enjoy sex. Don't tell anybody. Anyway, so yeah, when we are dealing with people that are autistic or what do you call it? Normies. Non-autistics. When we're dealing with non-autistics, it's really difficult to get past. For them, it's really difficult to get past the fact that we are fully functional inside. We're good. We're in our heads. We are okay. The problem is that they don't understand that even though we're good in our heads, we can't relay communication appropriately, because our VCR TV connections are malfunctioning. They're plugged in wrong. Not malfunctioning, not plugged in wrong. Oh my gosh. Oh, you try to come up with this. You try to talk without being an asshole to your own kind. It's really hard. Anyway, so we're not dysfunctioning. Nothing's wrong. We're not disconnected. What it is, it's just a difference. A difference in which we are able to reside more internally, which I think it's really good for the world to have autistics around, because honestly, I think if the neurotypicals took over, then all hell would break loose. Yeah. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know, maybe I'll take bits and pieces of this and make it into a collaborative video later. Alright? I think I recorded. I look like I'm 80. So I love you guys. Bye.